Hello and welcome to Easter Egg Hunting, a show that dissects your favourite games looking for hidden secrets and Easter eggs. We're going to try our hardest to show you all and any Easter eggs that we can find in any game, and we'll even be throwing in a bit of trivia as well. This time we're going to be covering Metal Gear Solid on the original PlayStation, the classic stealth action video game directed by the great Hideo Kojima. Due to its very cinematic approach and strong sense of humour from Kojima, you'll be able to find many secrets and special bites of trivia all throughout the game. And due to the infamous lengths and contents of these games, this will be a long and tricky journey. So enough stalling and let's begin. If we listen to the KONAMI boot up screen, we can hear this pleasant little jingle. This jingle is actually an extract from a theme called End of the Dark from Kojima's previous works, Policenauts, a 1994 first-person point-and-click game from Kojima that focused a lot on cinematic gameplay and impeccable plot details, which then became typical traits for Kojima and then later rubbed off onto his future works. Pay attention folks, because we're going to be making a lot of nods to Policenauts all throughout our journey. Once we get the game booted up to the main menu, we can actually screw around with the colours and the shapes in the background by messing with the directional buttons and analog sticks, which is pretty cool considering this is a, menu. Yeah. Anyway, once you've stopped playing with the menu, you get greeted with the game's credits. Not only is this bit of the game lovely and dramatic, but it turns out that most of these names presented to us on screen don't actually exist at all. Nearly all of these names, excluding David Hayter and Doug Stone, used pseudonyms because they weren't sure if the Metal Gear Solid project was supported by the Screen Actors Guild, or in other words, union-sponsored. Even though David Hayter used his real name in this intro, however, in early demos and even in some of the final instruction manuals in the European version, he is credited as another identity, Sean Barker. But now is the time that we start talking about Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, the GameCube remake developed by Konami and Silicon Knights. Comparatively, in The Twin Snakes, all of the actors then used their real names, except for the actor for Grey Fox, as a different actor filled his role. Also, if you want to watch the mission briefing in The Twin Snakes, you'll notice that when Naomi describes the origins of the Genome Soldier project to Snake, he rather sarcastically responds to the idea, saying that it's like a dinosaur theme park, referencing the immensely popular 1990 novel and 1993 summer blockbuster, Jurassic Park. We're going to be making a lot of comparisons to The Twin Snakes before our journey is done, everybody, so keep your wits about you and try to keep up. Anyways, enough with pre-game shenanigans, because now we have to start playing and searching. The first thing we can find after we see the title screen is as follows. Within the game, you have to codec call Mei Ling on 140.96 in order to save your progress. By codec calling Mei Ling multiple times and pressing do not save, we can get her quite annoyed. On the third call, she'll express her distaste.
Come on, Snake, don't call me for no reason.
On the fourth call, she'll then say nothing at all. Keep calling her and choosing not to save until the sixth call, where she'll then not even give you a chance to save and then leave you alone by sticking her tongue out at you. Now that's not very nice. Carrying on with playing the game, after we get through the air vents and inside the Shadow Moses stronghold, give Master Miller a quick call. And then another one. And then another one. Keep on calling him and then he'll eventually begin rambling about bodily functions.
It's also important to be able to control your bodily functions. You never know when a long demo is about to begin. So make sure you're prepared to sit in front of the monitor for a long time if necessary.
Acting as self-referential mocking to the fact that this game has long cutscenes. Speaking about bodily functions, before the cutscene with the DARPA chief and Snake is sleuthing around in the vents, have a quick look for Meryl in one of the cells below.
Is that a woman? Not you.
Once you find her, you'll notice that she's doing some exercises on her prison bed. And now everybody, get ready for the tediousness. If you exit back where you came from and then come back to where you found Meryl, you'll then see her performing another exercise. Do it again and then you'll see that she changes positions yet again. But then on the fourth time you do it, you'll see that... oh dear. Afterwards, once the DARPA chief ends up dying in front of Snake, the game will allow you a brief moment to explore his cell. If you crouch down and enter first-person view, look down towards his toilet and you can see some previously near-invisible maggots. They do hang around in a few other toilets as well, but the DARPA chief's toilet may be a foreshadowing to future events, as you later find his real body rotting in your own prison covered in maggots. Also, if you forgot, or you didn't find, the SOCOM pistol before meeting Meryl for the first time, instead of pulling a gun out at her head, Snake will instead simply put his hand on the tip of her FAMAS. Another thing to note at this portion of the game is that you can see that when Meryl attacked the guard and took his clothing, he's actually naked with his rear end blurred out. However, if you pop in the Japanese version and check the same body in the same place, he's simply in his underwear. Later in the game, we find out that this guard's name is Johnny Sasaki, which was actually the nickname of Hideki Sasaki, the game's character model designer. According to the developer's commentary in Metal Gear Solid Integral, Sasaki was infamous for his slack-off behavior in the workplace, and so he was included within the game as an in-joke for the team. Also, whenever Johnny is knocked out in-game, he's always found on the floor in exactly the same position, face down, with his rear pointed directly up at the stars. And now, I'll need to talk very quickly about Silicon Knights' last game before the Twin Snakes, Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. This game is often considered a landmark for Nintendo, as it was the first M-rated game published directly under Nintendo itself for any of its systems. Due to its innovative sanity effects, it's also considered a landmark in survival horror, leading to Nintendo actually making a patent for those very effects. In this sense, this is a game that Silicon Knights were very proud of, leading to many nods and Easter eggs that are now ripe for the picking. For example, if we play the Twin Snakes, you'll find out that if you equip and place the book item on the floor and look down at it, you'll find an image of Alex Roivas, one of the main protagonists from the game. Thanks for watching, and let us know if we've missed any Easter eggs. Keep in mind that we're finding these eggs in order of appearance in the game, and there's plenty more stuff to come. If you want to see more of my stupid stuff and more Metal Gear Solid, you can click on the annotation to watch my 3-part Metal Gear Solid mini retrospective, where I take a quick look back at the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games. You can also check out more videos to the side, and don't forget to check out VGFacts.com. Thank you again, and take care.